Hello friends! Today I think we're just gonna do a get ready with me. I'm trying to, I think we're a little close together. I wanna back up a little bit. So I have been trying to get ready for TwitchCon. We're going to TwitchCon. First, let's even get into this video because I feel like I'm starting before I've even started. So I'm gonna use the Melt Cosmetics Smoke Sessions palette. I got this kind of like whenever Sephora had their sale thing, and I've only played with it a couple of times, so I figured, you know what, we are gonna play with it today and see where we go and just do kind of a get ready with me. So let's just get into it. These earrings that I'm wearing are very loud in my ears, but they're cute, so you know, we will prevail. I was planning to start this video earlier, but I got sucked in because I remembered that This Is Us came back last night. So I was planning to just kind of like watch half the episode while I got ready, you know, like just doing my face makeup, that kind of stuff, and then start filming because, you know, I wanted to get shit done because like I mentioned before, because we're going to TwitchCon, we're leaving tomorrow. So I kind of have a lot of stuff that I'm trying to get done before we leave. And as always, I am the fucking conductor of Procrastination Station. So nothing is done. And I was planning to just like watch a little bit of it, you know, like just have something on in the background. And then I remembered that This Is Us is so good and how much I've missed it. And I ended up watching the entire episode because are you really surprised? Gosh, I just like, I really love how they go about that show. They just constantly have a really unique perspective. They constantly just bring in new characters, and then you watch the whole episode and you're like, who is this? And then right at the last minute, you figure out who it is and you're like, oh my God. That pretty much happened. That was what this whole episode was about. Oh, and it's just so good. You just really care for these characters. And that show just really resonates with me because it's one of those shows where when you just look at it, it is a family, a unique family, but it's just a family and they're dynamic, and it could be any family, you know? There's not anything, there's unique aspects of their family, of course, but it's not anything overly, I don't know, it literally could be any family, and I love that. I think that that's kind of, they're not bringing in some crazy hook or anything like that, and I love that they show them as they get older and younger, and like you kind of for a while don't know what timeline you're in, what year it is, all that stuff, and it just keeps it fresh. I love that show, and it just came back, so I forgot how much I love that show. The other show I'm excited that I believe starts tonight, and I can't believe how much I'm excited for this show, is The Masked Singer. So I remember hearing about this show earlier this year, I think, or last year, I can't remember, whenever it aired, about the winner. But I didn't really pay attention, so like I didn't remember any of that stuff. And Paul had put it on a couple of weeks ago. It's on Hulu, and so he just put it on just as a hey, here's something for us to watch. And right when he put it on, I was like, this looks stupid. This looks like one of those reality shows that's hosted by a celebrity, and it's really dumb and not funny and like not good. Like the Ellen show, for example, Ellen's Games or whatever it's called. That's not my jam. I really don't love it. So that was kind of what I was thinking this was going to be, but it's very different. It's really, really different. It's really got the whole premise of it is that these are people that are celebrities that can sing. Some of them are famous for their singing, other ones are not, and you can't, they're in these costumes, so you don't know who they are. They have voice changers anytime that they're not singing. Nobody in, like, even the people working the show know who it is. There's only like a handful of people that actually know who's on the show. One of the guys on the last season was still doing Vegas shows every night so that nobody would know that he was on the show. Like, there's so many things that I'm like, this is so cool. And so the second season starts tonight, and you can tell that they took this premise, like, and it, because it was really popular, they really took it and ran with it. So I think that this next season's going to be a lot bigger celebrities than the last one. And I think that it's just going to be really cool. So I'm like really, really excited about it. There's definitely a part of me, I was thinking about this, maybe on like Leesha vlogs, where I'm like, I could probably just do like a Masked Singer review every week. I feel like that would be something I would want to do just to get it out of my system, to be like, oh, well, we noticed these clues and this. Maybe me and Paul will do that, because even when we were watching the last season, we're all like, this is months after the season aired, so we could have easily gone online and found out who everybody was, but we were still like playing the game. We were like, okay, well, I think this, and this. So it was funny too, because I showed my brother, I said, Kevin, you would absolutely love this show. Like, this is 100% up your alley. It's such a fun show and you will really, really love it. So we watched the first episode with him, and he was able, the first episode, to correctly guess 3 of the 6 people that performed. One of them was actually the person who won it, the season. But I feel like if he watched it when it aired, because he's like, oh, I've been listening to them a lot on Spotify. And I'm like, well, it's because that's why. If you didn't know what he sounded like, you wouldn't have guessed him. There's no way. Anyways, yeah, he guessed 3 people. No, he guessed 4 people. No question. Oh my God. Yeah, so, Jesus, I forgot he guessed 4. So I feel like Kevin will be a really fun person to watch that show with in general, but yeah, I'm just really excited about it. I think that it's a lot of fun to kind of play like the guessing game and conspiracies and trying to figure out all of this stuff. So I'm pumped. All the shows are coming back finally. I feel like I've been in this, there's always this period between when summer and spring shows end. Like, spring shows end, and then summer, like, there's a couple of shows that play in the summer, but then there's just this really awkward period, usually like mid-August through mid-September, where there's nothing. And that's what it has been for the last month, where I just have only a few shows. Like, even usually, you know, Netflix is usually, they have their shows to binge. They've had Great British Bake Off, which I absolutely love. And it's on there, and it's only weekly. So it's not, the whole season isn't on there. They're just putting new episodes on Fridays. And when I first saw this, I was like, damn it, that's really annoying, because I want to watch the whole show. But then as the weeks have gone on, I'm like, okay, I'm not entirely mad that this is weekly, because I literally have nothing else to watch, and this is giving me something to look forward to. But now we have This Is Us, and I know The Good Life, and there's quite a few others that are coming up soon too. So that makes me really, really excited, because I love good TV. I love good TV shows that I can get really invested in the characters. Makes me happy. The other thing that I mentioned before is that Paul and I are going to TwitchCon this weekend. Personally, I'm pretty nervous, just because I guess when we bought the tickets, I didn't realize how huge TwitchCon is, and it's like 50,000 people huge. So it's, oh, you know what else I just realized? I just realized I only did one eyebrow. That's freaking cute. Like, why is this one so light? Yeah, so we're going to TwitchCon. We're leaving tomorrow morning. We're driving there. It's like a five-ish hour drive. And I'm excited because it's something new, but I'm also pretty nervous just because I'm not a good crowds person. I feel like because I'm able to mentally prepare myself, I know it's coming. It's not like, hey, look, you're thrown into this situation, that I'm hoping it's not going to be too bad. We're definitely planning things out. Me and Paul are not generally the best planners. Usually we kind of just go do something and then we regret that we didn't plan anything. But this time I'm like, all right, look, there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen. This is going to be a huge thing, and I would like to plan this so that we know what we're doing. We're not just wandering useless. They have a lot of panels and stuff where you can kind of learn and really get to know Twitch and get to know behind the scenes and get to like know the platform and what you can do to make the most out of it. And so I'm like, we really should be focusing on that kind of stuff to, progress everything, because I know like a lot of you guys kind of get annoyed when I talk about Twitch, but we really are just treating it like you were around for blog TV. Because I used to do blog TV all the time. And it was just kind of interacting with the chat. And that's what we're really focusing on, is that we make sure we're very... We talk to you guys. I've gotten to know so many of you guys really, really well because of hanging out on live stream, and it's been super fun. So we're just trying to do a little bit of a different angle than a lot of the times Twitch is focusing more on the game, and we definitely are not that way. I mean, we played last week, and tonight actually, if you're interested, we're playing Untitled Goose Game, which if you don't... You might have seen something about this game. This game I've been waiting for. My freaking video on Friday was making myself into a goose because of this game. I've been waiting for this game for so long, and it's so silly, and it absolutely has lived up to my expectations. Basically, you're a goose, and your job is just to be a giant jerk and just cause people to just be stressed and be just an asshole goose. And it's amazing. It's literally so fun. It's such a silly, it's like a wholesome asshole game. I don't even know how else to describe it other than that, but it's really fun. It's really cute. The graphics in it are so, like, it's minimalist, but it's just really smooth and it's really cute. And I'm telling you, if you have a Switch, 100% it is worth your money. If you have PC, you can also get it too. I really like playing it on the Switch. It's just cute, and it's so funny, and it's like, oh, I just love it. I really do. I've also debated getting Link's Awakening, but I'm trying not to spend like a ton of money in $60 games. That's the thing with Untitled Goose Game. It's a short game, but it was $15. That I can swing. $15 is not too much. I can swing that, and the game is just so cute, and we laughed so hard while playing it, like so freaking hard, that it's been 100% worth it. It's so good. Yeah, so so we played that. We did a baking stream on Saturday where I made these, or not Saturday, I'm sorry, Sunday, where I made these apple pie bars. So I love baking, you guys. I love making stuff. I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate it on YouTube because it is a little bit different. But we did a baking stream where Paul brought his entire computer into the kitchen, and I made these apple pie bars that I love. They are by far my favorite, not my favorite, but they're my most requested whenever I'm going over to like my parents' house if we're doing like a family dinner or it's like a holiday. This is what everybody wants me to make, are these apple pie bars. It was actually really funny because while we were streaming, my sister FaceTimes me and she's like, let me talk to the chat, and she has to tell the chat that she can vouch for me here and how they're the best and everybody loves them and all that stuff. So I'm like, I'm telling you, they're so good and they're so easy. So that was really cool to be able to kind of show my baking love and being able to kind of do something that was more public with it, because generally baking is my hobby that I do for me. And so to be able to kind of figure out a way to share it with you guys and to be able to make it in like a more organic way. A lot of the times cooking channels and stuff on YouTube are a lot more professional and they feel like a cooking show on Food Network. And so the fact that we were able to kind of do this in a very amateur way, but that was still really fun, and still you were able to see what we were doing and you were able to really get a vibe for it, and we were still having fun and it wasn't just about cooking. It was really cool. So I had a freaking blast with that, and I really want to be able to do more of that because it was super fun. So we're going to TwitchCon. I haven't really been to a convention in a long time, and it's going to be really interesting. The last convention thing I went to was BeautyCon, and I did not love it. I was there with Collab, and we had a meet and greet. We went into the influencer whatever area, and one of the things was we spent 45 minutes in a line to get onto the pink whatever color carpet it was. And it was just, the amount of entitlement in that line was something. I was so uncomfortable with the amount of people that were like, my manager called. Like, you film yourself in a fucking room, you take pictures of yourself. Like, here is a piece of humble pie I just made you. I don't know, it just felt gross. It felt super disgusting. For TwitchCon, we're obviously not going to be on that side of it. Our Twitch stream is super, super small, which is actually fantastic. I love the fact that it's intimate, you know? And so obviously we're not going to any of the places where that kind of stuff's gonna happen. And I'm not mad about it, to be honest with you. I'm okay. I'm okay with it because it felt super yucky to be standing in a line with these people that felt like they shouldn't have to wait in line because they have people that watch them on the internet. Gave me gross feels. I know that there was a lot of shit about BeautyCon this year, and there were a lot of people who did videos and just really talking about how kind of shitty the whole vibe is there, and I 1000% agree. I was not my vibe. I don't know if I would, unless I was going, you know, like with collab where it's part of the job. I don't think I would want to go on my own. I did not feel welcome there. I felt like, I don't know, it was one of those things where it just felt gross. It felt like they're pretending like it's this facade of we care that you're an influencer, and then once a celebrity shows up or once like a bigger influencer shows up, it's like, no, you get out of the way. This is who matters. And so it ended up, you end up leaving feeling like, why am I even here? What is the point of me being here? Clearly, like, I'm like the fucking vermin on your list here. And so to me, it's like, I'd rather just not put myself in that situation. I'd rather just not deal with that and not feel that way and not go to that. I think that with conventions, I like the idea of learning. I like the idea of, you know, gaining knowledge, learning from people who are more successful than me, learning from people who have figured out a platform, figured that kind of stuff out. And so that's really what the goal is going to be with TwitchCon. It's to learn. It is not to meet people. It is not to feel important. It is to learn. So I think that that'll be fun, hopefully. I'm just a little bit nervous about the crowd aspect. And I'm not good at networking, but Paul is, so I guess that's all that matters. I'm just one that's like, I do stuff. Actually, you know what it is, I think, is that I'm not good with networking YouTube, because it's just like I've done YouTube so long that I don't even know what to say when it comes to YouTube. But Twitch, I feel like I've been better at it. So I've been trying to figure out what can I do to make sure that we kind of stand out. I made these cute ass little sticker packs to give people. I've made buttons. We have business cards that are shaped like these little chibi versions of me and Paul. And like, so I'm trying to do a little bit off the beaten path so that it feels like it's not just the same old. Because I know there's going to be a lot of people there that are trying to push themselves, trying to talk to people, network, that kind of thing. And I want to make sure that if we're going to do that, that it actually feels like it's worthwhile and that people will hopefully remember who we are. Remember. I can't say that without immediately thinking of The Lion King. So that's neat. I've been trying to look up like makeup looks to do. One thing I'm going to try. I'm not like ultra amazing at doing crazy makeup. I'm gonna try to do like the pixel makeup, like 8-bit makeup. I think that could be kind of neat, but I don't know what I'm doing, so I probably should like practice that when we're driving there. I don't know. I love that yellow. Yellow is like really cool. Yeah, I'm gonna pop on some sparkle. Can't do a look without sparkle. All right, I'm gonna throw in some eyeliner and mascara and probably lashes. I'm gonna break my lashes rule because this look clearly needs lashes. I'll be right back. All right, that is looking good. And I just realized New Amsterdam is back today too. So just overall, it's a good TV week. If you're wondering, this is Sugar Pill Trinket. I love this color. It's kind of my go-to. There we go, we got smoky, messy gloriousness. I'm about it. Hopefully you are too. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you want to hang out with us tonight on stream, 7:30 Pacific, we would love to hang out with you. And we are also 2 away from hitting 100 for Leesha Land. If you want to join the Narwhal Nation, now's the time. We're going to do something big when we hit 100. I don't know what it is going to be, but it's going to be big. It's going to be awesome. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.